Imagine a world where a simple cut could be a death sentence, where going to a hospital was more dangerous than staying home. For most of human history, that was our reality. Disease was a terrifying mystery, striking down millions without reason or warning. Doctors blamed bad air, angry gods, or imbalanced humors. But the true killer was all around us, completely invisible. So, what changed? How did we go from helpless victims to masters of our own health? The answer is one of the most important discoveries in all of science: germ theory. Before this idea took hold, medicine was a frightening gamble. Surgeons would move from one patient to the next without washing their hands, using the same uncleaned tools. A successful surgery often ended in a fatal infection days later. Hospitals weren't places of healing. They were breeding grounds for disease. The notion that tiny, unseen creatures could be the cause of so much suffering seemed like science fiction. But in the 19th century, a few brilliant minds started to peer into this hidden world. Using early microscopes, scientists discovered that everything, from water to our own skin, was teeming with microscopic life. But were these tiny organisms the cause of disease, or just a harmless side effect? A French chemist named Louis Pasteur provided the first big clue. He proved that microorganisms were responsible for making food spoil and wine ferment. More importantly, he showed that these same microbes could cause diseases in animals. The idea that life didn't just appear out of nowhere, but came from other living things, was revolutionary. Around the same time, a German doctor named Robert Koch delivered the final, undeniable proof. He meticulously linked specific bacteria to specific diseases like tuberculosis and anthrax. He even developed a set of rules, now known as Koch's postulates, to prove which germ caused which illness. Suddenly, disease wasn't a mystery anymore. It had a cause, an enemy that could be fought. The implications were staggering and immediate. If germs caused disease, then stopping germs could save lives. This simple idea changed everything. Doctors started sterilizing their instruments and, most importantly, washing their hands. A Hungarian physician named Ignaz Semmelweis had actually promoted hand washing years earlier after noticing it dramatically reduced deaths in maternity wards. But his ideas were mocked and rejected, at the time a powerful reminder that even the greatest scientific truths can face resistance. Once germ theory was accepted, medicine was reborn, surgery became safer, childbirth became less deadly. Life expectancy began to soar, not because of some miracle drug, but because doctors finally stopped spreading infections themselves. This discovery also paved the way for modern marvels like antibiotics and vaccines. By identifying the specific microbial culprits, we could develop targeted weapons to fight them. But the impact of germ theory goes far beyond the hospital. It reshaped our entire society. Clean water systems, food safety regulations, and public sanitation all exist because we understand the invisible world of microbes. Simple habits we take for granted, like washing our hands before we eat or thoroughly cooking our food, are direct descendants of this monumental discovery. Even today, germ theory is the foundation of global public health, guiding our response to everything from a common cold to a global pandemic. It's amazing to think that the idea of germs now seems so obvious, but it took centuries of guesswork and the courage of a few persistent scientists to uncover this fundamental truth. Germ theory didn't just explain illness, it gave humanity, for the first time, a measure of control over its own destiny. It turned fear into prevention and guesswork into science. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into the past, make sure to follow Tech Obsidian for more episodes of Science That Changed Everything, where we explore the discoveries that reshaped our world.